Literacy Volunteers of Kanawha County teaches people to read and write or improve their skill for free. We work with people age 6 and up, but our emphasis is on adults. We also teach English as a second language. We have some side projects for the community. We have 4 little free libraries at this point. One on the west side near the Montessori School, one in the Canaan United Methodist Church food pantry, also on the west side, one in Manamules, one in the Covenant House food pantry at First Presby. I think that's all of them. We've been in existence since 1981. We're an all-volunteer organization. We're a nonprofit. We are always looking for volunteer tutors. What we do, if someone sees our literature or hears this interview and would like to volunteer with us, they call our office or send a note or an email. They're put on a list, and then when it's maybe a month before, they're sent some introductory material. Then about a month or so before the training, we put out the training schedule and ask people to register. Often people can't make a particular training, so they can come to another one. We try to do it in the spring and the fall, before the weather gets too bad. According to Pro-Literacy America, which is our national umbrella group, 1 in 5 people of reading age in Kanawha County cannot read adequately. 1 in 5. Now, adequately doesn't mean they can't read at all. It means they can't do things like fill out forms in a doctor's office, read directions on a medicine bottle. My student story, which I will never forget, a couple of years ago, was caring for her 2-year-old nephew. And it was late, it was about 10:30, and she was trying to get him to go to sleep, but she knew he had a cough and a cold, and she wanted to give him medicine, but she didn't know if he was too young for the medicine, and she couldn't read the directions on the over-the-counter cold medicine. So she called me and explained the situation, and I tried to help her read through it. She just couldn't do it. So, like most young people, she's very good with smartphones and computers. And so I said, take a picture and put it up on my Facebook. And I was able to read the label and tell her what to do. Let's say that's 2 or 3 years ago. She has improved quite a bit. She can read much more difficult books. I don't even use textbooks with her anymore. She's started to realize that books can be interesting, and she gets involved in the stories, and she'll say, can we read a little more? We're almost done. I want to see what's happening. We have people who have voted for the first time and feel really good about that. People have to be patient. They have to be flexible. They have to realize that for many people, learning to read is a scary thing. It's something that they've always wanted to do, but for many different reasons. Sometimes a learning disability, sometimes for financial reasons. Maybe they had to drop out of high school in 9th grade to help work to support the family. There are all different reasons why people as adults can't read adequately. A lot of jobs right now require people to have more education than they used to. And people who have worked maybe in the mines or another type of manual labor are all of a sudden told, you need to have a GED now to keep your job. An hour a week for a year. Now, I'd say most of us spend a little more, it's up to the tutor and the student. I'd say most of us spend a little more time, but that's the bare minimum. We have an all-volunteer office staff. We're only open 5 days a week, basically from 10 to 4. And we could use volunteers for the office. If people don't want a tutor, that's always a possibility. We have several activities throughout the year, like the book drive I was just talking about. We can use volunteers to help with that. So really, we're always looking for volunteers. We're literacy volunteers of Kanawha County, 16 Leon Sullivan Way, Charleston, 25301. Our phone number is 304-343-7323. And we're also on the internet at Literacy Volunteers with an S at frontier.com.